Winter is coming. And you know what that means, don't you? It's mini crawler season. And this is a new offering from FMS. It's the brand new FCX 18, the 18th scale version of their FCX 24. It was some time ago now that FMS brought out this FCX 24. This was their very first one, the Power Wagon. And what set this apart from like the other mini crawlers was this had a 2-speed gearbox and it had portal axles. So you had some nice ground clearance, and the mechanical 2-speed gearbox gave you a really nice low range crawl and then wheel speed when you needed it. And I've just noticed I've put that wheel on the wrong way round. Told you before you do in the comments. Anyway, I'm going to say that the FCX 24 was a success from FMS. And after this came the Max Smasher, which is the same chassis but a monster truck style. Bigger, softer monster truck style tyres, portal axles, and again, that 2-speed gearbox. And this was also a success from FMS. And they didn't finish there, because then we got a K5 Blazer from them in 3 different colours. And again, this was a success. And I loved it so much, I made this one. A brushless, murdered out monster truck. And it's so cool.
Straight to the stage, they love me. I understand they hungry, but please don't hate that ugly. I've been sliding, shaking, moving. I've been popping in my city. Shawty say she love the way we do it with me.
As you can see, it's a Toyota Land Cruiser, the LC80. It's fully licensed. A little bit of info there on its departure angle, approach angle and stuff. And then there's some features of it there. It comes in 3 different colours. Your standard FMS packaging. Nothing's ever going to get damaged in here unless something crazy happens with it. This comes with my favourite FMS transmitter, which has got these dip switches on here. So on the fly, you can have forward brake reverse, or you can have forward and reverse only with a drag brake. Then you can set the percentages of your drag brake on there. You've got steering dual rate, throttle dual rate, steering trim, throttle trim. You've got a 3-position toggle switch there, which is your 2-speed gearbox. Then you've got a button there for your lights. A little compact transmitter, fits really nice in hand, and it's got loads of features on it. Charger, wheel wrench, and that looks like a little tow hook. That's good for a trailer. I don't know whether they do trailers yet. I know they were talking about coming out of them. And some spare registration numbers. And here it is. If I get this, there you go. Oil shocks straight out of the box. Now, not everybody is aware, but all the FCX 24s, they come with O-rings in the box. If you take the shocks off, put the little O-rings in, put a couple of drops of oil in, you can also have oil shocks. But they don't come with them out of the box, whereas the FCX 18 does. And they feel nice and smooth. Really nice, actually. Good job. Comprehensive instructions here that tell you all you need to know. This also came with a selection of stickers. So obviously this is the grey one. I have also got the yellow one. It's like a, I want to say like a mustard yellow. I like the satin black moulded arches on this. They're colour coded on this one. And then as you can see there, you've also got a 2-tone blue and silver. That one looks good as well, doesn't it? But I've got the yellow and the grey. That one would look really good weathered up, wouldn't it? And then that one, that'd be your SEMA one with your big deep dish wheels and stuff on it. Again, straight out of the box. This one also feels nice and smooth on the suspension. So loads of details, moulded bumper there. There's your Toyota emblem on your grille. Lights, wing mirrors, wipers, snorkel, light bar, roof rack, rear bumper, proper spare on the rear, ladder, number plate, emblem, lights. A very nice scale, hard body, little mini crawler. Got the ground clearance as well with them portal axles. You can see the metal steering links there. Right, we'll get this over and done with. There's a TRX4M, same wheelbase. Ground clearance of the TRX4M versus the FCX 18. Size-wise though, yeah, pretty much the same. So one of the changes is the battery. Wow. I can't get in there. WPO had the same problem with their LC80, is you couldn't, there we go, you couldn't get under the hood. So this comes with a 900 milliamp hour LiPo. Now if we compare that to what like the FCX 24 comes with, that is a 380 milliamp hour. So you got almost 3 times the capacity. These things are good for probably 30 minutes plus, maybe 40 minutes. Don't think I've ever run a complete battery from full to empty. Now I'm sure this has got the same motor and gearbox and gearing. It's a little bit heavier. I think the full charge on that, you're gonna get well over an hour's runtime, definitely. So the battery is located right up the front, hangs right over the front axle, in front of the front axle actually. That's going to give you a nice bit of weight distribution. The only thing is it is still quite high up, so I can imagine with the hard body and all the accessories, I don't think it's going to scale some crazy angles, but having the battery located up front there is a good move. It used to be like further back here. 2-in-1 or 3-in-1 ESC located back there. All your lights plug into there. No opening doors on this one, no interior, but it does have darkened windows, so you can't really see inside. So that's good for me. If it's got clear windows, I like to see an interior. If the windows are dark, then well, do what you want inside. These lights will function on the top there. You've also got some LEDs in the front there. One of them's probably going to be an indicator. I really don't like them, but they still seem to put them on them. And then you got rear lights there. And underneath, something that's changed, we've got metal links now rather than plastic links like the FCX24. Plastic drive shafts, gearboxes up in there. There's your servo for your gear selector. There's your 180 motor just tucked up in there. Oh, it's a 180 motor. They have a 130. This has a 180, a little bit more power. Portal axles, they have metal gears in them. The diffs are plastic and the gears in the gearbox are plastic. You can get upgraded ones, but out of the box is only the portal axles that are metal. See the metal CVDs in there. Bearings all round on this as well. 24 whatever bearings on it. Don't think there's anything else. There's your oil shocks there. The chassis is metal. FCX24 is plastic. Another upgrade. Going over all this because I know people are going to say it's just an extended FCX24. Well, you've seen a few changes already. Metal chassis, bigger motor, relocated battery. So it's not exactly the same. Nice soft tyres. Are they bead locks? Yeah, bead locks. And I think that's about it for that. So let's get a battery charged, look at what the lights do, check steering, check the gearbox, and then, well, the weather's absolute dog shit at the moment, but we'll take one of these for a run. I'm not sure, yellow or grey. I might take this one, but we're going to go for a run, see how it performs. Right, I've got the battery charged and in. Steering feels nice and quick, that. I don't know whether they've upgraded the servo or not, but steering feels good. Probably got a bit more steering on. Oh no, that's full actually. A bit more that way, but there we go. A little bit more steering. I'm going to look at the lights in a minute. I'm pretty sure it's going to have indicators. But anyway, first gear. So that's your crawling gear. Nice and slow. Look at that. And then switch it, and then this is your high gear. Wheelie! My least favourite bit about FMS is their lights. So, one press, we've got two like soft glow lights. They're quite far in them, and then we've got 4 up the top and none on the back. Oh, there we go. Now, probably if you've been watching the channel, you'll know I don't like indicators, and a lot of people don't, so I prefer to get rid of them and have just that full light on. That would be way nicer. And then rear, yeah, there we go. I mean, and it's not even, look, just the lightest of turn and they come on. Ugh. Oh, and the reverse lights are red. Again, I prefer them lights to be on all the time. What I can do is another press, they usually go brighter. There we go, and then if I press it again, we should have just like hazards. I usually just keep them on that because it looks a little bit more scale. Please, FMS, stop putting turn signals, indicators on your cars. By all means put them on, but put them on like a switch on here so you can switch them on or off. The only way to stop them from coming on is switch all the lights off. As soon as you press that button again, they're on. But anyway, that's my only complaint at the moment. Just going to interrupt the video. If you want to win one of these, I've just put a prize competition up where you'll get the yellow one. You'll also get the FJ45, the People's Car from Rock Hobby, the awesome H1 Hummer, the FJ Cruiser, and an FMS bag, and an FMS Velcro patch. All of them have only been used once. Left a little bit of authentic mud on the tyres on that one for you. Link to the competition is in the description. So I've dragged my mini crawler course out to give it a go, but I know straight away this is not going to be a challenge for this. I built this more to challenge the cheaper brands like the 124 scale FTXs, Hobby Pluses and stuff. Now, and I think now I've dragged it out, before the winter really sets in, I'm going to build up on it. I'm going to leave this, but in this centre bit, I'm going to build up. Going to make maybe like a, I don't know, a mountain. We'll call it something, and we'll make it a bit more of a challenge for stuff like this. So as always, one-handed. I can't imagine there's going to be anything that's going to stump this. This is the hardest bit, but As long as you get a good angle on it, no problem. Nice and easy, over this bit. Oh, FMS flags. So going down here, battery up front, hard body. I need to be careful. I don't want to drop this off the side and smash it up. This is going to one of you guys. Nice and slow. Drag brakes on, we done it. Not the greatest angle on the steering. Definitely could do with a bit of a better steering angle. Now, I think it'll easily go through the beam pit. So yeah, let's go back out of that. And then we'll go this way. A little bit more challenging maybe. Yeah, no problem. So we've got to get the right angle here. Otherwise the bumper, as you can see, will get stuck. There we go. That was a good shot. Now, is it going to slide? Sometimes the front wheel slide. Oh, it got hooked up. It's definitely better for 1/24 this course. Got off there though. There we go. Told you it was going to be easy. Right. So here's a completely stock TRX4M. This is obviously just for science purposes, doing the same course. It's a bit quiet. Low down modulation isn't quite the same. Don't know how it's going to go on here with the, less ground clearance on this. With the portals on the FMS. Ugh. Definitely an advantage on this bit is having that higher ground clearance. Yeah, you can see the modulation's not great. You can get a lower ratio gear set for this, which will give you a little bit more control. This is completely stock gears. Yeah, we ain't getting up that bit. I like how the suspension moves on this. It does flex and move really nicely. It's just not got that lower down control. You have to kind of bump the throttle a bit. Come on. No, that was a bit easier. Obviously slightly better C of G. Certainly got a better steering angle this. Didn't struggle as much there. Although, nope, come on. Again, this is probably where the portals are helping. There we go. Just needed a bump over. Well, I don't even know whether it's going to do this, because it is where the axle sits. It may be a little bit too low. We'll try though, we'll try and get an angle on there. Try and get that wheel hooked up there. There we go. Oh, I don't know actually. Come on. Oh. Yeah, it did it. There we go. So TRX4M and the FMS, both done it. This one, not as much ground clearance and just missing that low down modulation. I am boycotting lights for the remainder of this video because the indicators really are annoying me. Anyway, the good thing about these little 18th scales, they're that capable that you can just bring them outside as well. If you haven't got anywhere indoors to run them, bring them out. Bring them out into the fresh air. So we're in low gear at the moment. Nice steady crawl, nice and slow. Look at that modulation. Definitely don't think I'm getting up there. No, I didn't think so. So this is a little bit top heavy, even with that battery relocation, with that hard body and all the accessories on it. Uh-oh, we're going. Oh. Come on, get some grip, quick. Oh, we done it. Yeah. I thought it was gonna roll then. So it will be a little bit top heavy, but as you can see, it's not doing too bad. Straight out of the box. Ah, I spoke too soon. That's exactly where I wanted it anyway, to go up this bit. This is where I usually bring the 1/10 and stuff. But I think if we can get the right lines, we should be able to get up here. I can't see why it wouldn't. Look at that. Steady. Nice and slow. If we can just get some traction on that rock there. Come on. I think we got it. We got it. This looks so good. FMS always killing it with the scale. Wow. Now that was a nice line. I've not got hooked up once yet. Come on. I am not giving up. I know it can do it. Yeah, I told you, didn't I? Never give up. So there you go, the brand new FCX18 from FMS. And I'd say for a stock out the box run, that is pretty impressive. And I can imagine there's gonna be some builders out there that are gonna do some mods to these and make them even better. As far as performance compared to the FCX24, I think that slightly longer wheelbase is good. And as you saw, it is gonna be a little bit top heavy. Battery location up front is good, but if you're descending, it does seem to want to go over because it's quite light at the back end, but I really like it. And the biggest thing I don't like about it, get rid of the indicators. Please, just get rid of them. Cheers for watching. Remember, this one is part of a bundle that you can win at the moment. Links in the description.